this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Hawaii's offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Going to swing it on second down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Now, the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking for room. It's Barfield. Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. From the gun, running back gets the give.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. With that play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Ready to fire from the pistol. Going to the running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. On target over the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. Punt is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And the Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barfield. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. They punted away on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Goes straight ahead. He bangs his way in for the score. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Ludus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run with the ball.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo.
Turning it on. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 15. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Got the first down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
The Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch right at the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. 1st down here for the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Morris. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off-play action on first down. Right on the money.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
The Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line. Looking to throw for it. Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Holds and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Finds the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. On the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18.
With a big opportunity in the red zone.
Using the quick game. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got him, and nobody's close. The hands, the feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught near the sticks. It's White. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The give on the option. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. The Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll immediately call timeout. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. From the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking downfield on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On the move, he fires. It's caught. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
The Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Makes the grab. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking to scramble. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. This drive has been sharp. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I'll tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes the catch at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Morris. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Another 1st down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. That pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Finds his target down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Lets it go to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Never a doubt. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Looking for room. It's Barfield. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Under fire.
Hey, this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
And the Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This offense has it with really good field position. Got enough for the first down. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The pull and throw off the RPO. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hawaii. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 11 over Sam Houston. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Davis will throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Looking for more room. Pass to 10. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be third and long. Davis looking to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Booth. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Gain of 17 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Into the end zone for a touchdown. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Good enough for a first down.
Give to the single back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Davis will throw. Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What can you say about the impact this dude has had on this game? He has been completely unblockable all game long, guys. That's his 3rd sack of the game.
And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Here comes the offense onto the field again. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The number 1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And here comes the punt team. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Davis looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. He's in open space downfield. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Rush is on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Running back searching for a hole. Runs through a tackle. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Leaves it with the back. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. And this is exactly the start that they'd envisioned. Get out of the gate, go 3-0, start to make your mark on this season.
They just got to keep riding the momentum. This team has looked so good so early this year. Nothing seems to faze them at all. David, very, very confident bunch moving forward.
Dang right, I'm confident in what I see. Good start, good team. You could tell they got something special. I know it's early, and there's a lot of time to come down the road, but so far this definitely looks like one of the best teams in college football.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.